Hey everyone, welcome to another ghost guide. I've just realized that I might be dealing with my favorite ghost here, and I'm gonna show you why, because I've experienced some weird EMF readings, and yep, because of that, you see that? It has stepped into the salt. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Oh, my audio's broken, sorry. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you a child? Are you old? What do you want? Why are you not answering? Are you in the living room? Did you roam away? Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you a child? Are you old? What do you want? Why are you here? Show yourself. Are you here? Are you close? Are you a child? Are you old? What do you want? Why are you here? Show yourself. By the way, what I'm doing here is I'm locking the interaction. See? If you take the item and put it in your pocket, you save the interaction for that item. Come on, you have to answer me. I got all the evidence on. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you a child? Are you old? What do you want? Why are you here? Show yourself. That was me. I mean, I don't need the evidence. I know what ghost it is and that it has to be the ghost that... You see all those EMF 5s? So, yeah. Oh, this one is in the wall. It's at the entrance door, you know, it's stuck there. Where's my second dots? I can show you this ghost in another way. I'm gonna quickly set up everything. Okay, I'm gonna show you what I mean. I'm gonna hold on to the EMF for that. So we obviously know that this here is the ghost room. That's it. You see that? That's an EMF. Now watch this. Please work. Ta-da! You know what this is? Oh, that was a throw now. So, you should answer me. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you a child? Are you old? What do you want? Why are you here? Show yourself. Spirit box is bugged. It can't hear me. What? Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you a child? Are you old? I don't know what's wrong. My audio is kind of broken. I have to try and fix that. So we are obviously dealing with a Wraith here. The problem is... That was an airball, by the way. That what you just saw and heard, that's the so-called airball event. That's the event that the Only is not capable of performing. So keep in mind what it sounded like, what it looked like. That was the airball event. So we are dealing with my favorite ghost here. Finally, with the Wraith. What do I love about this ghost? I play a lot on large maps and medium maps, and I'm always happy to deal with one of those. Oh damn, it's a shadow event, right? Yeah, I despawned you. Okay. Now as you can see, the ghost did a ghost event here. Any ghost can do that. Now watch it go back to its room. Yeah, damn it. This door? Or this door? This door. See? You saw that? It's walking back to its room because it has to walk back to its room. And it hasn't disturbed the salt. So we are dealing with a Wraith here. This one here. Did the photo count? Yes, it did. We got the bone. We only need one more picture. So this, you have to be careful. This was a ghost event. That was not the Wraith ability, what you just saw. It's difficult to explain ghost events. I try to explain it. So the ghost is in the kitchen, right? here is the threshold between foyer and living room. The living room goes until here. And the living room goes all the way until this area. Did you just teleport on top of me again? No, you threw something or whatsoever. And so the ghost can now just roam around a bit and decide to walk over here. At the point it crosses this threshold, it's in the living room. And the living room is connected to the foyer, to the master bedroom, to the basement, to this room, utility, and to the kitchen. So if the ghost is in that room, it scans all the rooms that are connected to it, and if it sees, oh, there's a player in this room, then it rolls the dice. See, it just roamed into this room. It just rolls the dice and then decided to either do a ghost event or not, depending on some parameters, if it's a shade and stuff like that. It's now right behind me, you heard that? So that's why the ghost did the ghost event. That has nothing to do with the Wraith. Any ghost can do that. As you can see, it's now walking around in the living room. It's just out forward. I'm gonna show you how... I'm in the dark, by the way. I'm losing sanity right now. I'm gonna show you how the Wraith ability works, what it looks like, and you just saw it before. This photo here. This is a photo of the Wraith ability, because if the ability happens, you can take a photo of it. Not many people know about that, so now you know. If you're angry because you're dealing with a Wraith and you can't take the sword photos, take the interaction photos of the Wraith. You have to stand still for that, and it's best to have an EMF 3 to exactly tell if you are in multiplayer, to tell where the ghost, on what player the ghost has teleported on, because it teleports on a random player, and the Wraith can teleport to any player. If you play on a large map, come on, eyes, adjust to the darkness, please. If you play on a... There! You hear that? That's the ability. Okay, I'm gonna take this photo. This was the Wraith ability. See? It teleported on top of me. And as you can see, there are the dots. That's why I placed the dots here. So, now the following scenario. You're playing on a large map, but you're like, oh, god damn it. The ghost is so far away. That's why the crucifix is here, by the way. That's the danger of a Wraith. It can teleport to you anytime. And if you are below 50% sanity, exactly this can happen. It can teleport to you and try to hunt on top of you. If you are playing with 0-second grace period, well, that means a certain death. But on a large map, the advantage is you don't even have to find the ghost room. All the evidence you get from a Wraith, EMF 5, spirit box, and dots, you can just set up a tiny base and let the ghost come to you. You don't even have to find the ghost room. If the spirit box would work, I could show you that, but the ghost is not here right now. Let's wait. Is it Lisa, by the way? It's the Lisa model? No, it's Shannon. Okay. Let's wait for her to teleport on top of me again, and I'm gonna try to speak to her. I should grab the other crucifix, maybe. Oh yeah, of course. That's another reason why... Oh, hey, Airball. If you don't know the ghost, you should always have a crucifix near you, because, like, the ghost events can happen... It can be on top of you anytime. Where are you? Are you here? Oh no, that's the crucifix. That was the breaker. Can I get that through the wall? Yeah. Oh, is it here? Wait. Yeah, it teleported. It teleported. It should be here. Where are you? Are you here? There you go. Are you close? Are you a child? Are you old? What do you want? Why are you here? Show yourself. So, as you can see, you don't even have to know where the ghost room is. On a large map, you can just sit at the entrance, wait for the ghost to come to you. You can use the sensors. Use the spirit box, use the dots. And EMF, yeah, plenty of EMF 5 here. So yeah, that's my favorite ghost, but it's dangerous too. For Apocalypse Challenge, this ghost is perfect, so if it teleports on top of you, just do this. And you're totally fine. Ooh, the sparks. That looks good. So, my crucifixes are all used up. I'm gonna leave. That was the Wraith. So if you don't have salt, you can still figure out a wraith even with 0 evidence by having an EMF reader and a motion sensor. Just try to find out if you're on a small map where the ghost room is, have an EMF near you all the time, have a motion sensor, be on a different floor, and if the EMF goes off all of a sudden, and you see the motion sensor being triggered because the ghost roams back to its room, because it has to walk back on foot, it can't teleport back to its room, it can just teleport to you but not back to the room, you can figure it out that way. What else? It never steps into salt, obviously, so when it's hunting and you see the ghost walking over the salt but not leaving footprints in it or not even being slowed down by the tier 3 salt, then you also know it's a wraith. What else? Yeah, like I said, the wraith teleport, you will have an EMF 2 or 5 reading at the location where the wraith teleports to, and this wraith teleported 8 times towards us. Oh my god, I finally gotten my favorite ghost again. Let's move on to the next ghost. Oh, and sorry, I forgot. So the wraith hunts at 50% sanity. It has normal speed, normal line of sight, acceleration, and normal blinking. So there's nothing unusual during the hunt when you're dealing with a wraith, but it never steps into the salt, even not during a hunt. That was it about the wraith. Let's move on. Hey, welcome back. We actually don't need those, so let's turn them off. We are with our next ghost, and this ghost is quite interesting. It's the Mare, and many people complain about the Mare because it has nothing special during the hunt. Normal blinking, normal speed, acceleration, etc. But if you play with this board here on 0 evidence, it's easy to figure out a Mare. It's not that difficult. So, first of all, the evidence. Ghost orb, ghost writing, and spirit box. So as you can see, at the moment, I've left the lights off in the ghost room. As you can see, Ghosty is doing some stuff, Ghosty is active, Ghosty is playing around. Now, let me turn on the light. Maybe we'll even gonna see the ability. I'm curious, maybe it's gonna happen. Let's see. No. Okay. So as you can see, now the lights are on. And by the way, the ghost can't change ghost room on my settings. It can walk out, roam away. So let's just have a look how the ghost behaves if there's light on in its room. So as you can see, the ghost is in the sensor right now. Oh, it's angry about the light. See, it's standing there. Stop it. So let's watch the sensors now. The lights are off here, obviously, and there and there. So there are people that say, okay, if you turn on the lights in a Mare's ghost room, the ghost roams out and changes ghost room. But here, hey buddy, I know you don't like that. I've lost sanity now. Please don't hunt on top of me. I would really appreciate that. So that's a good example. It did a ghost event out here, but as you can see, it roams back into its lit room. And I've also experienced mares roaming outside of their dark ghost room. I've turned on all the lights around the ghost, and they roamed outside of their dark ghost room into lit rooms. So you can't rely on this. As you can see, the ghost is still in there. It has cut the power now because it's angry. Yes, I know. Also, a mare's not more likely to kill the breaker or anything. It's... maybe it does it. I don't know, because the lights are annoying for it. So let's test for the Mare ability real quick. It's difficult to get that Mare ability. It's difficult. It's sometimes you just have to keep on trying and trying like forever. So now let's do the other way around. Let's see if it stays in its dark ghost room. We have turned on all the lights around it and we get... it's a shadow event. I can't see it. Okay, that's another thing. Unfortunately, it did it now. There are people that say, oh yeah, the mare's more often likely to do this particular event. It's just a chance. Please don't. Please don't. I'm hitting my microphone. Please don't rely on this. Don't be like, oh, this event happens. It has to be a mare. No, no, no. Please don't do this. It has just broken the lights here. It's still in here, by the way. I have to back off a little bit. Come on, go back to your room. Please. Hello? By the way, my grace period is 2 seconds, so it's my usual zero evidence setup, but I've just changed the evidence. Okay, okay, it's back in its room. And see, it won't back into its room. It's now in its room. So I've seen mares just for fun walking out of their dark ghost rooms into lit rooms. It could happen, so don't rely on those things. And they try to hunt. So that's another important thing to figure out the mare. Especially on zero evidence, if you have your sanity display on, your monitor. As expected, look at this. The lights were off in the ghost room, and the ghost tried to hunt as soon as it was able to. Because, and as you can see, there's activity again. Because a mare can hunt at 60% sanity when the lights are off. That means the lights of the room the ghost is currently in. So the ghost roams around sometimes. It don't has to be in its ghost room the whole time. So if it roams from the ghost room into another room, then it has to be the room that the ghost is currently in to have the ability to hunt early. So the best way to figure out the mare is by doing this. Exactly this. Turn off the lights in the ghost room. So for once, the ghost has a chance to turn them on if it's not a mare. And for the second, you can see that it tried to hunt at exactly 60% sanity. That's the reason why when my sanity hits 60, I try to keep my sanity up for the time being for like 2 or 3 minutes to see if it's a mare. Of course, the lights have to be off in the ghost room. You can do it the other way around, because the other way around would be the mare hunts at 40% when the lights are on. The problem is, you turn on the lights in the ghost room, and you think, okay, the lights are on. If it hunts now at 40%, it has to be a mare. But what if the ghost walks out of the ghost room into the next room that is dark? Then the 60 rule applies. Or, what if you've turned on the lights in the ghost room, 40% sanity, yeah, or 50%, but the ghost kills the breaker. Then again, you won't know. So the best way to figure out the mare is by, did I say Wraith? It's a little bit late, sorry guys, in case, I mean mare. We are talking about the mare right here, you can see it. So yeah, this is the most reliable way to figure out a mare. And yeah. Speaking of the devil, it has killed the breaker. We have one more crucifix charge in that room. So the other thing is, you can try and trigger its ability, but it's pretty rare. It's just like the UA ability or poltergeist ability. And you have to force it out of the ghost, which could be dangerous. See, turn on the lights near the ghost and see if it happens. No, it doesn't happen right now. Of course, if I want to show it, it never happens. So now I've turned on the lights. Oh, and by the way, what could happen to that the ghost breaks the light? That could happen too. So now the lights are on, right? Oh, this of course not, it's broken. So now that's also a way to at least point into that direction. So now the lights are on. Yes, they're still on. And now look at the activity. So the mare, I mean, you can't rely on that 100%. Any ghost becomes more inactive when the lights are on. That's for sure. But the mare will become almost like a shade when there's a person in the room. See? It's doing nothing anymore. Yes, it's walking around in there still. It's also not leaving the room. Even if it could just go outside for a bit into a dark area. As you can see, the activity dies completely. The ghost, of course, is still able to do some activity, and interactions and stuff, but the mare becomes like a shade with the person in its room. That's another way to say, if you see this behavior, then you can say, I should test for mare. It could be possible. As you can see, the lights are still on. Let's turn them off. You see the ghost doesn't try to hunt anymore. But yeah, of course it's angry, sure, because it can't hunt. Now it's going crazy here. So now the lights are off. I know it's gonna use the crucifix very soon. So if you wanna trigger the mare ability, I don't know if it's true, that's just what I've seen or heard. If you try this, then there's a 10-second cooldown on the mare's ability, and that was the 60% again, for it to do the ability again, and that counts per player per light switch. So now I reset the cooldown because 10 seconds haven't passed, and now I've resetted the cooldown. Now I have to wait for another 10 seconds again if I wanna trigger the ability. Did you teleport the mannequin out? Oh yeah, you did. It has teleported the mannequin over there. Its normal spot is there in the corner. It can hunt any second now because the lights are off. Did you kill the breaker again? Oh no, you've just turned off this light. Interesting. So yeah, I highly recommend you, if you play on 0 evidence, the moment you hit 60% sanity, try to lock your sanity. Try to be, and as you can see, activity comes back. Try to be between 50% and 60%. That's the most reliable way to figure out a mare. The ability... You killed the breaker again. The ability, as you can see, it happened rarely. So, yeah, that was actually it for the mare. Also, without the breaker, the ability works. You can still test for mare like that. So you can... Run! I know it's dark now, but here, you can watch it. The mare is normal during the hunt. Let's lure it over here. Whoa! Naked boy! You're fast! It speeds up normally, as you can hear. Normal blinking. Nothing unusual during the hunt. That's why so many people hate that ghost. Because they can't figure it out during a hunt. Oh. What a pity. But I more like to figure out the ghost by observation, you know? I love to just sit there and watch them and observe their behavior. So let's see, can we get that ability at least once? Please, Ghosty, show it to us once. It's not doing it. Unfortunately, the ability can also be a coincidence. That's the problem with the mare ability. Because sometimes a ghost wants to turn on the light and you turn it on and it feels like the ghost turned it off immediately. Oh, that was on. So you can try that on any light that is near the ghost room. But remember the 10-second cooldown stuff. What are you doing in utility? Shall I turn on the lights here? There it is. There it is. That was the ability, see? I didn't do it on that light switch, but it happened on this light switch. That was the mare ability. Don't just stand there. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Don't pretend you don't know. These ghosts. Yeah. Over here. Come on, let's have another look at Naked Boy. Push. And yeah. That was the mare. I hope I didn't forget anything. We can... I think my sanity is below 40% now. Hey, buddy. I think I've showed you everything about the mare you need to know, right? So, like I said, I highly recommend you to do the test with the 60% hunting threshold, so with the lights off. It's more reliable than with the lights on, because with the lights on, there's too many things that could happen. Actually, we are exactly at 40. Wait, I hope the breaker's on. Yes, it's still on. Let's see. Let's see if it doesn't hunt now. Let's see it. Ah, damn it, this light is broken. I just want to test this. So, this is the main room's light. That's on right now, right? Yeah, these here. They are for the whole foyer area. So if these are on, you don't lose any sanity. This doesn't do anything about your sanity. But if you turn this off and this is on, you still lose sanity. So be careful here. It only applies to the main room. So let's see. Is this actually already 40? I have to turn on the lights in the ghost room. I forgot. I'm stupid. Okay, let's see. Do you want to show us the ability again? No, it doesn't, unfortunately. But as you can see, you don't have to try it in the ghost room. I don't know, we are at exactly 40, right? Yeah, it could hunt, as you can see. So like I said, this test, this way around, is not that good. Hey, buddy! Welcome back. Hey, naked dude. Okay. So I think we've covered everything about the Mare, right? The hunting threshold is the best way to figure it out. You can use its ability, but you have to be around the ghost room, which is quite difficult if you play on Apocalypse, but you have to do it on Apocalypse actually, because you don't have any sanity. But if you do regular zero evidence ones, I highly recommend you to use the monitors in the truck. Use both of them. I got them always turned on my zero evidence ones. So I highly recommend it. So we were at exactly 40%. That's why it was able to hunt the ghost photo. Screw this. I don't care. It's a low multiplier. I got enough money. So the problem with the Mare's ability is you have to trigger it actively. It's the same with the Djinn's ability. Someone has to be in the ghost room for the Djinn to use its ability. And for the Mare ability, you have to actively turn on lights near the ghost room, so the ghost can use its ability as a reaction of that. So it's like a reactive ability, actually, if you can say so. I don't know. Can you say it that way? Correct me if I'm wrong. And so now we're gonna see 1 time. The ability has been used 1 time because we have triggered it. But be careful, like I said, sometimes it can be a coincidence. Sometimes the ghost decided, hey, I want to turn on those lights. And then in that same moment, the player goes there and turns on the light. And then it looks like the Mare ability. So always double check. Better rely on the hunting threshold than the ability. You can try to trigger the ability just to like confirm it. And if you see a ghost turns on a light, then you can immediately rule out Mare, because a Mare is not capable of turning off lights. But be careful, if it turns on a television or a computer keyboard, it could still be a Mare. Mares can turn on televisions and computer keyboards even if those are technically light sources. They have changed that, unfortunately. So, I hope this helps you for your next Mare. Let's move on to the next ghost. Hey, welcome back to our next ghostie. We've got ourselves a Hantu. You have to be careful when you play on 3 evidence, because the Hantu has similar evidence to the Mimic, because the Mimic will always show you a fake orb, and this would be the Mimic. So, if you have Hantu, and if you have this constellation, you should always check. Yeah, this ghost is roaming a lot. I don't know why. It keeps walking out of its room. There you can see its feet. If you like feet, there, ghost feet. So if you have this constellation, you should always check for spirit box. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Show yourself. Are you here? Are you close? I highly recommend you to use motion sensors so you know exactly where the ghost is at, so you can follow it and get the spirit box response that way. Can you please go back to your room for now? Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Show yourself. Are you here? Are you close? Are you a child? Are you old? Please go back to your room, would you? This ghost is Aha, where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you a child? And because of the sensors I can tell, okay, this ghost doesn't respond to the spirit box. Because it was obviously here. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you a child? Are you old? What do you want? Why are you here? So, as you can see, we've got the freezing temps, which is one forced evidence for Hantu. So if you play on 2 evidence, and if you have this constellation, I recommend you to check for spirit box, because it could be a mimic for once. For the second, you can rule out Hantu immediately, because Hantu will always give you freezing temps as evidence, no matter what. If you play on 1 evidence, you have to get freezing. It's the only evidence you can get from the Hantu when you're dealing with a Hantu. So as you can see, we get our thingies here, we get the freezing here, and we get our little orbies. Orby! Come on, there it is, see? It's not that shy. So, the Hantu is a quite interesting ghost. Let's leave the lights off for now, because... Wait, let me just grab as much. So, I've entered the house, turned on the breaker as usual, and it killed the breaker. Yes, it's supposed to be like that the Hantu is more likely to turn off the breaker, but ever since that one time it has turned off the breaker in the beginning, it hasn't tried to turn off the breaker a single time, and you have to believe me. You just have to believe me. I didn't record it yet, but it has only turned off the breaker once. I can show you on the stats after this mission, of course. So, if you experience a ghost that kills the breaker all the time, don't say it's a Hantu just because of that. I've done that mistake once. It happened to be a Revenant and I died. So, it's like the light breaking event with the Mare, like the singing ghost event with the Banshee, and so on. It's just a chance, a higher chance, but it doesn't mean it has to happen every time. I've experienced phantoms, poltergeists, yokais that turned off the breaker more often than Hantus. So this one here has killed the breaker once. And yeah, the Hantu is quite interesting, because for the Hantu, when it hunts, its speed is bound to the room temperature, which means since it's freezing in that room, because this is the ghost room, it's gonna be fast as heck in there. But the moment it steps out of the room, because the breaker's on at the moment, yeah, exactly, I'm talking about you, because the breaker's on, it's gonna be slow out here. Oh, you're gonna destroy my ghost highway. Oh, these ghosts and their ghost events, they love to destroy ghost highways. Yeah, good luck getting back to your room. But if the breaker is off, the whole building cools down. And that's why the Hantu has a high interest in turning off the breaker, because it's for its advantage, because it's gonna be fast. Because the temperatures drop everywhere in the building, and it can be fast everywhere. So I want to show you both hunts, once with the breaker on, and I'm gonna show you another hunt with the breaker off. If the ghost kills the breaker now, I'm gonna leave it off. Oh, that was quick! 50%, the Hantu hunts at 50%. Now listen. Hey, you wanna go for a walk? That's the Hantu, see? I'm not sprinting, and... Why are you crawling? Creepy crawly! As you can see, it's so slow. I can barely see you, but it's okay. You can easily take it for a walk, even if you can't sprint. You just have to be careful to not get stuck on anything. So even without sprint, it's easy. So, and as you can see, the breaker, oh, it's in the basement. The breaker is still on, and that was a Hantu with the breaker on and a warm building. So let's go ahead and turn that off. Let's wait for the next hunt. I've removed the crucifix. So if you are on 0 evidence, and if you're not sure, just turn off the breaker and look at the ghost during the hunt, because you will see during the next hunt something specific. But I won't tell you yet. Also, in line of sight, the Hantu doesn't speed up. That's another way to figure it out. It won't speed up. What are you doing here? Could you please go back to your room? Ghosty, you can't hunt from here. There's a crucifix here. So, and there, yeah. Okay, I want you. You should hunt from your room. Damn it. You know, I love to force the ghosts to hunt from their room and not from my location. And that's why I get my crucifixes every time near me, because I don't want them to hunt on top of me or right in my face. Go back to your room, please. And I know I say that often. Use the motion sensors. They help you a lot. I know it takes time to set them up, blah, blah, blah. But sometimes people spend more time on using closed possessions or waiting for banshee screams or whatsoever instead of setting up the motion sensors. It doesn't take that much time. I mean, I set up my equipment before I enter the house. I place everything at the front door or throw it through the door. So I have everything at hand what I need. Okay, so let's wait for the next one. The building is now slowly cooling down because the breaker's off. And the longer the breaker's off, the faster it's gonna be. And I think that's this ghost strat. It's like, well, I'm gonna try to hunt on top of you and use your crucifixes the more time I win. And, yeah, exactly. You think you're clever, huh? You little smart ass. Yeah, this ghost is now using a strat. It's like, it's not cold enough yet, but I have to hunt because sanity is low. You know what? I'm gonna do ghost events and use the crucifixes instead of hunting. Then they won't have any crucifixes and I can be fast. I know it's just an AI, but if I was a ghost, I would actually do that too. If there was a PvP mode. Okay, now watch this. Look at her. And listen. It's not that fast actually. Look, you see that? Even in darkness you can see this. See? I can see the ghost perfectly in total darkness. Okay, I looped her around as long as possible. There was no hiding spot there. I would have died. Okay. So, if the breaker is off and the Hantu hunts, you can see its breath, even in complete darkness. So you can use that. Very good for Apocalypse, for the Apocalypse challenge. But you have to get a look at the ghost. With a ghost at 150% speed and a Hantu, because the breaker is broken, it can be kind of scary, because that thing with a 150% speed is gonna be fast as heck. So now, we want... and by the way, I totally forgot about this. A Hantu can't turn on the breaker. It's pretty rare that the ghosts turn the breaker back on, but it could happen, but it's really, really rare. If you experience that, you can rule out Hantu immediately. It's like the reverse gen. Yeah. So now, I'm gonna show you the Hantu. Is it snowing outside? No, it's sunrise, right? Ah. So the worst thing you could have is like a Hantu on... Oh, you hear that? You heard the first steps? That was ghost room speed, freezing temp speed. And as you can hear now, it's a little bit slower. Oh my god, EMF, you're so loud. Shh. Okay, you can exactly hear which room is warm and which room is not, because the garage is still pretty warm, because the temps go down not at the same time in every room. It's one room the temps drain faster, in the other room it's slower. So the garage was still quite warm, but you heard the first steps in its ghost room. That's the Hantu speed. That's so incredibly fast. So we, like I said, the worst thing you can have is Hantu on an outside map like Maple Lodge or Camp Woodwind when it's snowing, because that thing's gonna be fast even if you have the breaker on. Outside is always colder and outside doesn't heat up, which means you're gonna be at 4 degrees the whole time. So be careful on those maps, on the outside maps. If you play with a broken breaker and it's snowing, be careful too. That thing's gonna be fast. It's gonna be as fast as it is in its room, which is freezing. Whoop! No! You hear? That room was a bit warmer, but the hallway is... Oh, the hallway is colder, you hear that? And Nancy's, again, is warm. Living room is warm. Or master bedroom. Yeah, master bedroom is warm. So yeah, you could just sit there for like 10 minutes or something like that. Then the whole building is cold again, and that ghost is gonna be fast everywhere in the house. So yeah, did I miss anything about the Hantu? So hunting threshold is 50%. No line of sight speed. Its speed is bound to the temps. If the temps are high, it's slow. If they are low, it's fast. And if the breaker is off, you can see its breath. And it can't turn on the breaker. Here's the evidence. So yeah, I'm gonna show you in the stats that that ghost has touched the breaker only once. I've turned it off in the end, but please, if you experience a ghost... Oh, I forgot, I didn't find the bone. If you experience a ghost that turns off the breaker often, don't just say, oh, Hantu. Yeah, it could be kinda, but also, please don't rely on those things. You're gonna lose pretty often with that. So, where's fuse box toggles? Let's see. Fuse box? Wait! Oh, that was the previous ghost I was playing. Yeah, because I'm playing Tanglewood over and over, the ones just go into each other. Look at this! Here is proof. It hasn't touched the fuse box even once. So, please, don't rely on this, please. Better rely by listening to the speed, by testing if it speeds up in line of sight, by turning off the breaker and look for its breath. You can even see it in complete darkness because it's like the fog, you know, it's a little bit brighter. You don't even need a flashlight, so it's possible on Apocalypse. But like I said, on Apocalypse, it's scary to face the ghost. Okay, let's move to the next one. If I can find a suitable one. Oh, looky, what we got here is our next ghost. Look at this. We got snow weather and we got another Hantu because it just doesn't respond here. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you a child? Are you old? What do you want? Why are you here? Show yourself. So, here's that orb. There. See it there? We got our orb. And it has touched doors before here, but now it's not doing it anymore. Do I have I have another salt. So let's just do this. Aha, a knock. Here you go. So, thingies, orbs, another knock. And freezing, and it's snowing, and it has turned off the breaker once. By the way, this is what footprints look like when they step into salt. That's why I love the glow sticks. You can just drop it and you can see them and take photos of them without the charging stuff. I don't know why this didn't count and this was a 1-star. The photo system, as usual. We need a crucifix, we need a photo. How am I supposed to take a photo of you? I mean, if the breaker is on, yeah, I can do that. So this Hantu actually has killed the breaker once. I'm gonna leave the breaker on. But I wanted to show you that they're not that likely to turn off the breaker, but I'm gonna turn it off now. Because it's snowing outside. I just want to show you the speed of that Hantu when it's snowing. And maybe we'll get a ghost photo, but we don't need it actually. So I'll be back. So just in case you didn't know, when it's snowing outside, as you can see, it's constantly a little bit below 5 degrees, maybe 4.5 or something round about that. So of course the breaker was on. Now you can see the temps going up, but not that much anymore. The house has already cooled down. And the moment it hits 5, I should be... There you go, you should be able to see your breath. So the moment the temps go below 5 degrees, you can see your breath. That's how the temperature system works. I just wanted to show you that too, because the Hantu is... I mean... It's all about temperatures with the Hantu, right? So yeah. I'm gonna get those lit so we can see something without the breaker. And yeah, it might take some time until the ghost tries to hunt us, because the hunting threshold, as you know, is 50% for the Hantu. So yeah, the breaker's off right now. As you can see, it's cold here, and I've brought in the second thermal. So this is now the building's temps. And let me hold on to the camera in case it shows itself. And this is the ghost room temp. The reflection is a bit weird, so now you can see it. -5. It may go down to even -10. So you have to listen to the speed, because that weather is pure Hantu weather. Guys, this is so scary. Wow! Damn it, I hate this. It's so scary and the ghost doesn't event. Do you want to kill me? I'm gonna lose my shit, it's still here. But there's a crucifix here, don't worry guys. I always have a crucifix around me exactly because of this. Oh, I just wanted to tell you that it's gonna be scary because it's snowing outside and we're gonna have a Hantu. And I can see my breath the whole time. This is so scary. Look at this. Oh my god, it's even lower here because the ghost was here. Because of that ghost event, it cools down the room immediately. Oh my god. Go back to your room, please. I'm gonna lose my shit. Listen. Look at that maniac! That guy's insane! Here he comes again. Help! I'm gonna hide. Oh, that's so scary. And there you go. That's... Oh! Where... I don't see you. Are you... I didn't see you. God damn it. I hate this ghost photo BS. Yeah. Throw that cup. Have fun with that. So, you heard it. A Hantu with... I don't know, 2 degrees is insane. What are you doing over here, Ghosty? Oh, I set the fingerprints to 50%, I think. No, I've set it to 100. What did you... you've touched this one. Okay. So yeah, you've heard it. Totally insane. I'm gonna show you another hunt. You can just listen. I won't say anything. That's insane, isn't it? So, now you know what a Hantu sounds like during snow weather. And this one, I think, has killed the breaker once. Let's see. I didn't take the photo, I don't care. I didn't have the perfect game because of those stupid photos again. I don't know What's up with that photo system? It's just annoying. And there you go.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for you.
And where's the fuse box? Once. Yeah, I've turned it off, so it has no chance to toggle it again. But yeah, now you heard what it sounds like when you're dealing with a hunter during snow weather. So be careful. So yeah, I think it's already. That has been another 2 hours. I hope these guides help you, because really it's exhausting to create them, because you can choose what ghost it is. So this is gonna be at only 3 ghosts, but I hope it helps you a little bit to understand those ghosts better, how to figure them out with 0 evidence. And I got a lot of other videos on my channel about 0 evidence runs, and there you can see some abilities, like in my ghost guide this time there was no UA ability. But I got plenty of videos where you can see the UA ability clearly, for example, or the Mare ability more often and stuff like that. So you can check them out too. And yeah, I try to explain the ghosts every time I can, but sometimes I'm just on autopilot and I forget explaining them, because yeah, sometimes I think, okay, some people may already know, and sometimes I just don't think at all. I'm just like, okay, oh, it has turned on a light, not a Mare. I immediately just say, okay, it's not a Mare, without explaining it, for example. But if you have any questions, ask, and I hope I can finish a ghost guide. There's still the Spirit, Revenant, Yokai, Onryo, Deochen, Mimic, Jinn, Poltergeist, Myling, Obake. Those ghosts are still missing for a new ghost guide. I hope I will encounter them soon. It's always chance-based. So thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye!